It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 199. Not that it matters.
It never has mattered.
It doesn't matter, but guess what? I like it. 199. I'm Tracey Carnazzo. I'm a comedian. That's Noelle W. Herzog. She's a comedian. We're comedians. 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk is your favorite podcast.
It is, though.
It is. And you know what? We're here to talk about Happily Ever After season 7, episode 12.
I heard a rumor
Tell me.
that this is going to go until after the new year this season.
Who'd you hear that from?
I heard that from 90 Day Tea or whatever it was.
Oh,
one
God.
of those pages.
And it was everyone like, no.
Yes. Most people were like, are you fucking kidding me? We have to deal with Angela longer.
Well, that's not nice. Okay,
Yeah.
but I want to see more of it though.
Yeah, they're not showing us a lot of it, but I'm
They
glad they
filmed
didn't
for
show us
one
any
day.
more Ed.
Oh God, seriously. But they filmed for like one day with Angela. That's why they're chopping up that cotton candy hair into little pieces.
Chop, chop.
All right, well, let's jump in the pool. But before we do,
Okay.
if you want to hear more of that amazing banter between me and my bestie, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you will find our other podcast, BS.
BS.
BS. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. And our new favorite show is being covered right there on the Patreon, 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life.
I was like, what show is that? What's our new favorite show?
Did you watch it yet?
I did.
Oh God, it's so good. I didn't finish it. I can't wait.
No, it's okay because I just can't. I manically watch things, and just now I just watched it like 3 times in a row.
Oh, good. Okay, good. So everything's great. Let's talk about, speaking of everything being great, let's talk about Bilal and Shaeeda.
Okay.
Okay, I don't understand this opening scene.
That she wants help packing.
So she's packing, and he goes, we're not leaving for a month.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. I was just looking.
Okay, wait. As I said that out loud, I think I know what he should. I think he means we're not going there for a month.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought he meant like they were packing a month early.
Oh, no.
I'm like, that would be Bilal.
Maybe. I don't know.
Making her pack
The
a
more
month
I
early.
watch this, the more I'm like, Shaeeda, shut up.
Okay, so they're going to meet her best friend, Utrice from London.
Right.
And she's never been to New York City. And this is her fancy friend.
Yeah, she always looks put together. She's fashion.
Super fancy. So they get to New York City. They get to, I'm assuming this is Kennedy. I don't know. It might be LaGuardia too.
Uh-huh.
And she said that New York City smells like a posey. Now,
I think it was LaGuardia.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're there in the winter.
Imagine the summer. Also, she goes, a posey is a place that they store urine. What does that mean?
Like maybe like
Like a
almost
mausoleum of urine?
like a mausoleum, Noelle.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
They're
I figured. Like the container store of urine.
Yeah. They're like, that's a 2021 Noelle Winters.
Yeah.
And then like, open it up. Let's smell it.
Let's smell the crystals.
Oh God. Great. Now she's got kidney stones. I think it's more like a septic tank. Like, no,
Is that what it is? Wouldn't that smell more like poop than pee?
but maybe this one's just a pee one. Maybe like a
pee
urinal,
tank.
like a
Okay,
thing that
I
you
would-
pee in when you're like in the hospital. Posing
Like
I
a
don't know.
bedpan?
Yeah, like a
I
urinal.
would think that would make more sense. A
Okay, I
bedpan.
don't want to talk about this anymore.
Too bad.
Okay, good. So she wants to leave the trip and come home pregnant.
Shut up. But that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Can't you just enjoy yourself one day?
No,
She's so uptight.
no. So
Yeah.
they're walking in New York City, and like the basement doors on the street.
Yes.
She's like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's where the kitchen is. They throw the plates down there."
I think he's just being ridiculous.
Oh, I don't think he is. I think he thinks that.
No, because he's giggling as he says it.
Oh.
I also think that they troll us all the way.
Probably.
Yeah.
She said that they're in Times Square,
I know. The worst part of New York.
and she said it's beautiful and romantic. That is,
Sure.
those are 2 words that are not the correct adjectives.
Right. If you think that a guy harassing you to buy his mixtape in a crowd
Is
is
romantic
romantic
or
then
beautiful.
yes. Right. Then there you go.
Did you ever see 2 characters fight, or a character fight a person?
No, I've seen a million characters, but I don't think I've noticed them fight. I probably haven't noticed.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen like an Elmo in a fist fight with someone.
Right. They have like Spider-Man.
Yeah. They have everyone. And they, they were just regular people and I like how not real the characters are.
I know.
It's like Elmo if I drew him.
Yeah. It's like left-handed Elmo.
It's left-handed Elmo. I drew him with my eyes closed.
And also like Times Square is like sensory overload. Can you imagine coming from someplace to like, they're in Michigan, coming from like random Michigan to Times Square?
Kansas?
Sure.
I don't know. Listen.
Or random Kansas to Times Square. I can't imagine coming from Howard Beach, Queens to Times Square. It makes me feel not good.
But this is like a thing to see.
I know. It's so weird.
So I understand that. So she brings up the baby immediately. And he's like, don't you ever want to have a good time? No.
Right.
Okay. So we meet up with her friend. They're going to have dinner with her friend.
Okay. I see where Shaeeda gets her personality from.
Oh, it's a great personality. Her friend is just giving all these dirty looks with her pursed lips. What's happening?
I don't know. And it's like, is this?
There's a weird face she's making at him.
Yes, I know.
So she said that she needs to have a one-on-one with Bilal. And she's like pursing her lips at him.
But also like, if we were out to dinner, you, your husband and me, and I was like, I have to have a one-on-one with you about Tracey getting pregnant. Say you wanted to get pregnant. Right? Okay. Like you would be like, Noelle, shut up.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Why are you trying to start a fight right here at the table?
But why is she wanting them?
She wants everyone to fight. So she's trying to start a fight. And he's like, you're what we call, how do they say it? Nosy.
Yeah.
He said, how do they say it in the UK? I was like, oh my God, he's going to call her the C word. He's going to call her the C word.
Imagine.
And then he said nosy. I was like, oh God.
That's so funny.
Thank you. And then she's like, oh, you think I'm snotty? He's like, well, I didn't say that. But now that you're
right. Well, now that you said it.
So Idris said that he is making her feel uncomfortable.
Okay. Sure. If
I will tell you, even Shaeeda doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, of course not. Shaeeda's like, it seemed natural. Shaeeda's like, look, our drinks are here. All of our drinks.
Look, what's your favorite color?
Shaeeda, it's backfiring on you. You wanted this.
Big backfiring.
Yeah.
So she said, her friend's like, I don't even know what I said that was wrong.
I know what you said.
And Shaeeda's like, yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, do you guys like wings?
Right.
She's like, have you ever seen puppies? They were so cute.
Look, Elmo's fighting.
Look over there. He said that basically she has bad energy.
I mean, she does. She was never friendly once.
And she's like, you're making me lose my appetite. He's like, good, don't eat.
But that's what I mean. Listen, he's got his moments, but
he didn't do anything wrong.
He's fine. He didn't do anything wrong here.
He's like, oh, that's so sad that you can't eat.
And, like I said last week, I look at their Instagram, like they're fine. They're totally happy. They're fine.
They're in love, Noelle.
They must be in love, Tracey.
If you're spending time with loved ones for the holidays, chances are you're going to hear a lot of stories. The ones you love to hear and the ones you've heard too many times. But have you ever wanted to help your loved ones document these timeless stories? It can be challenging to write an entire book of life memories, but Storyworth makes it fun and easy. This is how anyone can write a book about their life. Every week, Storyworth will email your loved one a single life-related question that you pick from their collection, like what's the bravest thing you've ever done, or what's the furthest you've ever traveled, or what was your first job? All they have to do is reply with a story. Then after a year, Storyworth compiles your loved one's stories, memories, and even any photos into an exquisite hardcover book, creating a valued keepsake. Noelle and I have sent these to all of our family members, and we are looking forward to seeing what we get from them. Millions of stories have already been told with Storyworth because they make the process so simple. Get started with your loved one for the holidays, and before you know it, you'll both be cherishing these timeless stories for generations to come. We are so excited every single week to just read more about our families. Help your family share their story this holiday season with Storyworth. Go to storyworth.com/90dayfiance today and save $10 on your first purchase. That's Storyworth, STORYWORTH.com/90dayfiance and save $10 off your first purchase. Storyworth.com/90dayfiance. Speaking of love, let's talk about Usman and Kimberly.
Okay, let's do. I wrote Jim.
Well,
Whoops.
not yet. So he's going to go meet his friend's daughter with his mom. And by friend's daughter, he means cousin.
Right. He means younger cousin.
She's beautiful.
I mean, is it even a question of whether or not he should marry her?
I was like, I will marry you.
But that's what I mean. She is gorgeous.
But I mean, this is why this is staged. They're like, who is the most beautiful woman in this whole town?
Yeah, that's
and he's like, my cousin.
Right. And they're like, okay.
All right, well, I guess we'll use that. So she's super, super, super beautiful.
Yeah.
She's 18 years old.
Right.
Her name is
Faraday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And her mom
Mhm.
said that she wants her to have a nice guy that doesn't do drugs. And it's like, that's so crazy. Cause it's like, you don't think about those things in that culture.
Yeah, I know. I thought the same thing.
Cause you're like, you are so removed from any kind of like big city. And it's like, it's not like that. It's like, oh, wow.
Yes.
So they're all drinking some Tang.
They're all drinking some Tang.
And they barely speak. This is the most awkward meeting of people in the world.
I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not there.
Yeah. So he said that she's beautiful and basically asked if she's a fan.
He thinks everyone's a fan though.
And he's like, how many kids do you want? She's like, no more than 4. And he's like, oh, wow, that's my magic number.
That's my number too. Oh, good.
Shut up, Usman.
Yeah.
So she said that she liked him from social media and they're going to get to know each other.
Mm-hmm. Then he tells her about Kim.
He explains Kim and she is no longer interested because she doesn't want to be the second wife. So he's like, you know what? Let me take your number. I'll just ask you for some naked pictures real quick.
I'll just send you a D pic later.
Mm-hmm. And his mom's like, okay, so what do you think about cousin? What do you think about this nice lady? And he's like, you know, I love Kimberly.
Sure.
And she's like, may Allah guide us. I think that's like a version of bless your heart.
Yes. Yes.
So his mom said that, Kim said that she's very mad that she's alone waiting.
But like, she's not mad.
She wants to know what happened. And then Usman's like, well, she's not ugly. And it's like, she's not ugly is the understatement of the year.
Yeah. Right. Why don't you say like, she's a gorgeous princess?
She's my favorite cousin. I remember holding her as a baby. It's fine.
Right. It's good.
So she
That's
said
good.
that she needs to show his mom that she's committed. So that's why she's letting him go meet this girl while she's still there. And she goes, I just proposed to you last night. We can't even enjoy this engagement.
But he convinced her that like by letting him meet the girl, that his mom will take it as a good sign of him. Yeah.
And he also didn't wear his ring. She's like, you're not even wearing your ring. Okay. It's a wedding ring. It means you're married.
Okay. Yes. But like, I feel like who would even notice? Who really would notice if he was wearing it? Yeah. Me neither.
So she just wants to enjoy the engagement and she's really mad that he's not wearing the ring. So they meet up with his mom and brother again.
In Catfish Park.
They're sitting on some cement love seats.
Yes. At least she covered her hair the whole time.
Oh, she was like, I am not playing this time.
Yes.
She's like, give me the whole outfit.
Yep. And she did. Good for her.
Yep. So the family is like, okay, fine. We have a prenup.
That came out like out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that.
They have this agreement. So one of them is that he has to visit his family every quarter.
Okay.
And basically like she can't take all of his hundreds of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you can't in the I don't know if you paused it to read it, but it said you cannot take your PlayStation back.
Oh, you know what? I missed that part. Yeah, I definitely missed that part. I just went right to the part where it said, and you have to marry your cousin.
And you have to marry your cousin. She must allow him a second wife. And she gave the consent for the marriage now.
Yeah.
Can I read between the lines a little bit?
Do it.
Usman's like, here's the thing, Mom. I understand that you want me to marry like a regular wife person, like, you know, cousin, what's her name?
Hold on.
Cousin Faraday.
Faraday.
Okay. But I can't go to America if I don't marry Kimberly first. He's like, it's not about me loving her more. It's not about anything. I literally cannot go to America unless she's my legal wife.
Right.
So she's going to be my legal wife or not.
And then she said,
And
say
she
no
was
more,
like,
fam.
right.
Let me write
She-
you this
She's
prenup.
like, get me my laptop. Bring me the MacBook that Kimberly
bring
brought
me
me.
my Bic.
bring me the PowerBook that the MacBook that Kimberly bought us when she came here.
That's true. When she bought your
And bring
affection.
me the bowl to lean it on. I like when the bull's in the room. I like to look him in the eyes when I write prenups. And
But
Kim's
whatever, you
like,
know what? Kim bugs out. She's so happy.
yeah, but she thinks that like something changed.
Well, that it just means she could be the first wife, and that's all she wanted. That's
Right.
really all she wanted.
I know. She's like, oh my God, now your mom loves me so much. And he's like, sure.
I like that she's like, I'm so much taller than you. She is though. I can't figure out if his mom is super short or Kim is super tall.
I think his mom's super short.
I was thinking Kim was super tall.
I think both. I think Kim's like, we're gonna ask Kim, but I think
Okay.
she's like 5'8", 5'9". I don't think she's like
No, you're right. I think she's about 5'9".
right. So I
And
think
his mom's probably like 5'3".
right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
These are guesstimations, guys.
Speaking of mothers and sons, let's talk about Jenny and Sumit.
All right.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Relationships with your family are hard. A lot of relationships are hard. And unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating any of life's challenges can make you feel unsure, whether it's a career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent. Therapists are trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. I've been doing therapy. Noelle's been doing therapy. We both use BetterHelp. And it is such a great thing because we don't have to leave our house. It is so easy to use. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/fiance. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/fiance. Christina and Jen are coming. And what happened was Jenny was not cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
So she was standing on a chair doing an acrobatic act.
Uh-huh.
And she fell off the chair and tore a ligament or a muscle or something.
She's lost her balance.
Right. So she goes to the doctor.
He had to leave work to take her to the hospital.
Okay. She went to the doctor.
Uh-huh.
She could have gone by herself.
No, but that's the thing. She couldn't have though.
She wasn't gonna. She
Yeah.
could have. She wasn't going to.
No, she had to call him to come home from work.
Okay. She went to the physiatrist, right? Which is like the boss of the physical therapist.
Is that what it is? I don't know what I wrote because I wrote physiotherapist because that's what she said. And I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah. So that's like the boss of the physical therapist. I used to get like cortisone injections from a physiatrist.
Oh, Matt gets those.
Physiatrist. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and they kind of like dictate the plans with the whatever.
That makes so much sense because I just thought Jenny was interesting.
Oh, well, so they do this ultrasound treatment on her.
Mhm.
And then Sumit's like, yeah, she's older and fragile. But she wants him to think that.
I know. Of course she does.
She plays into it.
Because this way he won't have a life. He'll have to worry about her.
Right. So, and she's like, you already married me. Too late.
I know. And I think he's starting to be like, she's old.
Right.
Yeah.
But she's not. She's just trying to
She's
play
not
into
old.
it.
Uh-uh.
No. So the doctor said that her muscles are really weak, but
Because
her bones
she
are
doesn't do
good.
anything.
Right. Well, she's not sweeping. I'll tell you that much.
She's not mopping. She's not sweeping. She's not chairing.
Sumit is scared of needles and they're doing acupuncture on her arm. And he said that he faints from needles. He faints from blood work.
He fainted 23 times.
Yeah.
23 times.
So she said that he was like, oh, we should bring the needles home and I'll put them in you. And she's like, yeah. What did she said that she's gonna pound. Did you hear what she said? You didn't hear what she said?
Because I was looking at the needle. I wanted to ask you about the needles.
It's acupuncture.
No. The way they put them in, I thought it went in shallow. They were so deep. I was like obsessively watching this.
Yeah, it was acupuncture.
So say the needle was this long. It was in this much. Is that how far they usually go in?
Depending on what they're doing.
Because I thought I've seen them do it like on ears, whatever.
Right.
But
well, there's not that much meat on an ear.
I guess I just feel like it's always been like the tip. I could not stop watching this. I felt like they were in her muscle. Like
Well,
they were
they
in so
probably
far.
were in her muscle because they're trying to treat that area
I
specifically.
also figured that you had acupuncture in a
I've had
place like that.
I've had acupuncture everywhere.
Well-
I see. Here's the thing. I can't feel anything.
Oh yeah, that's true. I learned that yesterday on my couch.
You could like I have I don't really like to talk about my health problems on here, but I have a broken wing.
Yes, you do. Take these broken wings.
So our friend Suzanne was trying to rub my wing muscles.
Yes.
And she's like, is it here? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't feel that.
Yeah.
Because Suzanne's very gentle.
Yeah.
So I asked you if you had a knife around so that she could just stab the portion of my back and then be like, is it here?
She used the remote.
She used the remote. Yeah. She's like, you're going to be very bruised. I'm like, well, I can't feel anything. So I don't
wonder
really
if
care.
you're bruised.
There's no way to know.
So yes, this is what I was staring at. And I was thinking, I wish Matt was home so I could show this to him and ask him. But then I was like, Tracey definitely knows because I just felt like it was so deep. It like flipped me out.
No, but I will tell you this.
Uh-huh.
If I was going to tear a ligament or a muscle, I would like it to be in India.
Why?
With the doctors with the best like technology in medicine.
Is
and
that
the
a
best,
thing?
like,
I don't know. Is that a thing?
Indian doctors?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're like super smart.
Okay.
They use a lot of a combination of Western and Eastern medicine. That's why.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, right. Like acupuncture.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she said.
So what did she say?
Okay. So he was like, we should take the needles home and I
Right.
could like do that to you. And she's like, yeah, let's take the needles home and I'll pound them in your ass.
Oh, okay. I did hear that. Yes, I did hear that.
God.
Because then I was like, Jenny.
She was real mad.
Oh man.
So
makes
she
me
said
laugh.
that this is why he can't work 7 days a week because she needs family around, blah, blah,
Mhm,
blah.
Right. She really needs family. Blah,
Well,
blah, 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 blah.
The sling is hurting her arm. So he takes it off and they're pretend cleaning.
She's like, I didn't get a chance to mop today, but I mopped last night.
Your mop is black.
But how many times a day do you have to mop?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Do you live in a chicken coop?
Are you having a sewage overflow every day? Like, what's happening?
What is happening?
It's so weird.
Do you have dirt floors?
Yes.
She's like mopping in a barn.
I had a mop last night, but I didn't get to mop this morning. Why? I've never had to mop at night in the morning, too.
What did you do last
That's
night?
so crazy. You guys need some better mopping solution.
Clean your mop head.
Clean your mop head. Throw it
That's
in the
what's
washing
happening.
machine.
Throw it in the
Uh-huh.
washing machine. Do you know about the Ocedar mop? Jeez, Jenny.
I have like 12 mop heads.
She needs them. You need to send her some mop heads.
I will.
So Jenny is hugging
Mopping.
Jen when she gets there.
Right. Oh my God, she cries.
She's hugging her with her faulty arm.
Mhm.
Like nothing's wrong. There's no yelling.
No.
When I had golfing elbow,
Uh-huh. Texting them. Mhm.
I could never have hugged you that vigorously.
No way.
I would have done it, but I would have screamed through it.
Even when I have a backache, I can't hug somebody like that.
Well, Christina calls Sumit Pops, which was so funny.
That was cute.
And she's
I
like,
like that she turned around then and screamed in Jenny's face. Other
Mhm.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Like she didn't even realize she was there too.
yeah, they're very excited. Also, so they're like, oh, how are your parents doing with it? And he's like, yeah, I'm just waiting for my parents to calm down. How many years are you going to wait? 20?
Forever.
Okay. Well, your parents are not going to calm down. They're
like-
mustarding their noses.
Tracy, gross.
I
I like
like
in the
mustarding,
description.
hoping and hoping.
They
and
are
hoping.
hoping and mustering and mustering and hoping. I saw in the description that it said
Mhm.
that Jenny's daughter confronts me. That's not what happened.
She was like, hi.
Confronts him. She's like, "Hi, Papa. I need to talk to you."
Hi, Papa. You want to drink beer?
Yeah.
Yum.
Yum.
Libby and Andre, I could fall asleep thinking about this.
This is so lame.
So they go to an alpaca farm with the
Uh-huh.
dads, and no one in her family has addressed the pregnancy. She posted on social media the night before.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. You know that. You did that on purpose.
I mean, listen though. I think that that's kind of shitty of them. They're
But she-
all so spiteful towards each other.
But she didn't tell them in person for
yeah.
yeah. So we meet Chief at the alpaca farm.
Chief.
He's the stud, and he has
Okay.
4
Yes, I wrote
girlfriends.
stud. Okay.
I would like a baby alpaca.
Me too.
Very cute.
Mhm.
So she was like, alpacas don't spit like llamas. And he said, Andre said, they spit worse than your sisters, that's for sure.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
He's very funny.
I love
Very
him.
quick.
He's
very
so
quick.
funny. Do they spit though?
Yes.
I don't even know. Okay.
Yeah. So do camels.
Well, no, I know camels do. I didn't know if
Camels, llamas,
did.
alpacas.
Okay.
Yeah. So Happy and Libby step away.
I love that she calls him Happy. She's like, I'm tired. He's like, I'll walk with you.
Yeah. So he said, let me tell you something about Chuck.
Yeah.
This man should win an Academy Award for
I
his
know.
dramatics.
I know.
He goes, the Lord did not spare my life to see my family like this.
She also takes her glasses off and can't stop blinking. She is blind out there.
I know.
She's like, her nose is the reddest thing I've ever seen. Her nostrils are always red.
Yes, she is constantly like in the middle of the worst cold of her life.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I know.
Mhm.
So he wants everyone in therapy. So
That should have been done a long time ago.
yeah, of course. So the s'mores, they have s'mores by the fire,
Mhm.
and the dads are babysitting, and she wants a baby moon before this baby comes.
Okay. I mean, you're 2 months pregnant. It's fine.
Okay, so I like the fake storyline that she's trying to do. She's like, I don't know why they didn't call. You know where they called. They
You
didn't
know
call.
why?
She's like, I don't even know if I'm going to have this baby in the US. I don't know if we're going to get deported. You know that.
You really think you're gonna get deported?
She wishes.
Come
She's
on.
like, I am learning
She
this
wishes
language.
she would love that drama.
She would.
She would announce it on social media and not tell anybody. No, speaking of social media, I saw that Charlie has still not met their baby boy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Him
Dun,
and his
dun,
wife did a
dun.
live and they said they haven't met the baby
Well,
boy.
I wouldn't let them meet my
Mhm.
baby either. So she tells Andre about the therapy, yada, yada, yada.
Mhm.
He's like, I don't know.
But he also said, like, okay, he'll go.
Right.
Okay.
Well, speaking of therapy, let's talk about Angela and Michael.
Why is it when they started her segment, they did a close up on a bunch of Gucci shoes?
Okay, I don't know, but she was dressed like Cher from Clueless going to church.
That's what I wrote. I wrote
Yeah.
Cher from Clueless. She
But
was
going to
channeling
church.
Cher. Well, she had a cardigan.
She had a cardigan on. It was covering her whole body.
Yeah.
It was like very conservative Cher from Clueless.
She didn't get to wear her pink pants though, Tracy.
God, I know. Well,
so
Michael
upset.
calls, so she smokes a cigarette about it.
And she hacks while she smokes a cigarette.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Her lips are so overdone.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
So she meets with Michael, just like Jem in the holograms.
Yeah, she is just like Jem.
I can't believe
Well, she got
this.
to wear her pink pants.
That's good. So she's like, you need to delete Instagram. And she's like, you know what? Actually, let me see your phone. Michael.
She doesn't stop.
Michael,
Yeah.
you still haven't cleared your phone out?
No, I get it, but she doesn't stop.
I would have brought a rock with me and
But
drawn
that's
an
what I
antenna
mean.
and drawn an antenna on it.
I would have restored to factory settings.
And I would have
Uh-huh.
been like, I can't delete Instagram. Can you try? And I
Yeah.
would have handed her the rock with little buttons drawn on it in Sharpie marker.
And be like, this is Noelle's phone. It's a Samsung.
This is an Android. So she wants
Yeah,
to see his
he's
phone.
dumb. He doesn't learn his lesson either,
No,
though.
she finds a girl named Angel.
Angel. Yeah.
So she's like, I'm gonna call her. So she calls her and she's like, why is your number in my husband's phone? She's like, he's my friend. And then she's like, well, he's not your friend. He's married. And the girl
Click.
hangs up. And she's like, that's how she treats your wife.
That's
I
how I
like
would
how
treat your
she's-
wife.
I know, but I like how she spins it. It's like, well, that's how
She
you treat my
spins
friend.
everything, though. She spins everything.
So
And
she's-
meanwhile, when she calls, he's like, Angela, please stop this. Like, just
Yeah.
stop.
So she's accusing him of cheating with her.
God.
And then she's like, I'm exhausted from fighting.
she's like, you need, oh, wait, what is it? He's upset. Okay. When she's talking to the girl, she goes, you need to find your own friends. What's
is her
wrong
own
with
friends.
you?
But that is her own friends.
Right.
She's like, I did find my own friends. It's my own friends.
I am so upset by this.
Your
I don't
husband
feel
is my
good
own
by
friend.
this.
No, it's very
Uh-huh.
bad.
I don't. So also what I gathered from this
Yeah,
was
tell
that
me what you
this is the
gathered.
girl that he
Mhm.
was saying was his person on Instagram, right?
Right.
Like last week that they were fighting about. Okay. Because I didn't know if she was just speculating it or if that really actually was her.
We don't know.
There
So
is no way to know.
whatever. She's like, whatever. I'm exhausted from fighting. Come back to the hotel with me. And he's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You know that I
Yeah.
will.
But that's what I mean. Is this foreplay?
Yes.
It's so gross.
And
It's
he's like,
not-
you know what I've learned? He's like, I really need to pick my battles.
Okay. But here's the thing, though. She'll always find a battle.
Yeah. And he'll always not care.
Yes.
That's the thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah. Tracy's parting her hair.
there was a picture posted of Michael and Angela in Walmart, but if you zoom in, they're in Nigeria.
Yes.
So he's not here yet still.
No, everybody was going crazy too.
I was too. I was going crazy.
Yeah, I wish that he was here.
Me too.
Because then I would say, you know
what?
what? It's worth it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
but it's not. All right. Well, let's talk about Hovi Jovi Yovi Yara.
Yovi Yara. This is weird too.
Very weird. So they're going to go out with his friend from Germany,
T, who, by the way,
is
I
Southern.
thought that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I thought
He's
had
from like Alabama.
I thought he was going to have like some Ukrainian accent, some German accent, some European accent. And then he was talking and I'm like, this guy's Southern.
He's from like Charleston, South Carolina.
Yes. Okay. I thought that was too weird.
You're absolutely right. So he shakes her hand, but just her fingertips.
No, she did that.
She gave him
back. She gave him her fingertips, her feather fingers.
So I love how they present this man to her.
Right. As his, basically they want to talk about glory days together.
Right. So they're like, yeah, we partied for 17 days here. We went to strip clubs. She's like, great. He's like, yeah. He's like, let me tell you a funny story. So one time we had 17 prostitutes, one for each day. And they were all Ukrainian. And Jovi said that he doesn't respect Ukrainian women at all. Right. So then hold on, wait, it gets so funny. And it's like, what are you doing?
He's being okay. You know where his mistake is? His real mistake is that spoon he uses with the soup. Did you see how big this was? He may as well have been eating with a ladle. I can't. And here's the thing. He put the whole thing in his mouth.
Yeah. Well,
he wasn't like, he put the whole thing in.
Good for him. He should put the whole thing in his mouth because a lot of stuff's coming out of his mouth that doesn't need to.
God, I would murder him with that spoon.
I would have been like, put the whole ladle in your mouth and put your lips around it. And let me pinch your nose closed. So he's like, so you think this is forever? She's like, hello, we're married. Right. We have a baby.
Yeah, of course.
Now you're going to ask if like we're on our first date.
Right.
So, and he keeps saying like, yo, you better take care of my boy.
I hate every guy like this.
So,
I feel like triggered watching them.
Same.
I know.
So Jovi's like, you know what else she did? She went to go look for an apartment.
You know, here's the thing. Jovi, I get it. You're like mad about it. Stop acting like a child.
Yeah, but stop also like making people fight with your wife for you.
Well, that's the thing. This is like Bilal and Shaeeda. It's like, why are you involving this
Fight with your
person?
own wife.
Right. Fight with your own wife. And then get your own wife.
Get your own wife to fight with. So
yeah.
They're going to Germany to like help her friends that are escaping the war. And he's like, yo, can T come? We're going to go to a strip club.
Okay. But it's like, they're trying to make this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't real. This is scripted.
And then she's like, I don't know, Jovi. Like,
she goes, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. But at first she's like, this isn't like a party trip.
Right.
Okay. You know, like it's so lame. There's nothing happening here.
Yeah.
So they're going to see her BFF Karina.
Right.
I feel like this whole episode, it wasn't a bad episode, but I feel it was all about like rude confronting people.
Yes, that's exactly what it's about.
Yeah, it was just weird. I don't know. Everything was a meeting.
Yes.
Like Usman with his mom and meeting the girl and Jenny with her daughter. Like everything was a meeting this episode.
Everything was a gathering.
Yes.
It was like
the gathering of fools.
It was like Magic the Gathering.
It was the Gathering.
That card game that everyone used to
play?
Yeah,
everybody was obsessed with Magic. I never played it.
Me neither, because I had friends and a life.
Me too. That would be like playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Correct. Which a few weeks ago, I walked in on a Dungeons and Dragons game. It was like a 4-hour game.
Yeah.
And it was very weird. They tried to explain it to me and I was like, guys, I just turned my ears off so you can keep talking, but I'm not listening.
The kids in Stranger Things was playing Dungeons and Dragons too. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
But someone won and they were very excited.
Okay. If that's what you're into.
I don't know. It was at my friend's tattoo shop. It was very, very creepy.
Interesting.
Very weird. You can follow the show at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle keeps up with the best gossip ever.
Hey.
Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You could follow me at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Go subscribe to us on YouTube at YouTube. And our handle is Trash Talk Podcasts. So go do that. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast, TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming stand-up tour dates and everything podcast related, including our merch, which makes a great Christmas gift. And if you're listening to us, just remember, we have other free podcasts, Teen Mom Trash Talk and Catfish Trash Talk. Give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And we'll see you next week.
And tell a friend.
Tell one friend. Don't tell too many people. This is a cult following.
Also, if you like the reels that I'm posting, repost them. Not reels, clips of us that I'm posting. Repost them.
They're
like
reels.
them. Commenting on them.
Yeah, come on. Add them to your story. Do all the stuff.
Yes.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.